For centuries, the magnificent civilization of ancient Egypt lay silent, its towering pyramids and intricate hieroglyphs whispering secrets that no one could understand. The grandeur of its pharaohs, the complexity of its religion, the very fabric of its daily life, remained locked away, hidden behind a script that had fallen into obscurity. Imagine a world of colossal monuments, adorned with captivating symbols, yet the meaning of those symbols lost to time, a vibrant history rendered mute. Think of the great libraries of antiquity, the knowledge accumulated over millennia, now inaccessible because the language in which it was written was no longer spoken or read. This was the frustrating reality facing scholars and historians, as they gazed upon the countless inscriptions left behind by the ancient Egyptians. The beauty and artistry of the hieroglyphs were undeniable, but their message remained tantalizingly out of reach, a profound barrier to understanding one of humanity's earliest and most influential civilizations. The attempts to decipher these enigmatic symbols were numerous and varied, often steeped in speculation and folklore. Some believed the hieroglyphs held mystical or allegorical meanings, while others attempted to link them to contemporary languages, often with little success. The true nature of the script, was it purely pictorial, or did it represent sounds and grammatical structures, remained a fiercely debated and ultimately unresolved question. The world knew of the splendor of ancient Egypt, through its surviving monuments, and the accounts of classical Greek and Roman writers, but a direct understanding of their own voices, their own records, was lost. This era of mystery underscored the profound importance of a key that could unlock this lost knowledge. The potential to hear the ancient Egyptians speak for themselves, to understand their beliefs, their history, their very way of thinking, was a tantalizing prospect that drove early Egyptologists and linguists in their quest for comprehension. The Rosetta Stone would ultimately become that key, a seemingly ordinary artifact that held the extraordinary power to reawaken a silent civilization. Its discovery was not a deliberate act of scholarly pursuit, but rather a serendipitous event, a moment of chance that would forever alter our understanding of the ancient world. The year was 1799. Napoleon Bonaparte's French army was campaigning in Egypt, not just for military conquest, but also accompanied by a team of scholars and scientists tasked with documenting the wonders of this ancient land. During the construction of fortifications near the town of Rosetta Rashid, in the Nile Delta, a soldier stumbled upon an unusual slab of dark stone. It was not a grand ornate artifact, but a seemingly unremarkable fragment of a larger stele, yet it bore inscriptions in 3 different scripts. Imagine the initial intrigue of the French soldiers and the scholars who were alerted to this find. They recognized the top inscription as the familiar, elegant hieroglyphs they had seen on countless monuments. The middle section was written in a script that was less familiar, but clearly some form of ancient Egyptian cursive. The bottom inscription was in ancient Greek, a language that scholars of the time could still read. The presence of the same text in 3 different scripts immediately sparked a crucial realization: this stone could potentially hold the key to deciphering the elusive hieroglyphs. The significance of the discovery was quickly recognized by the French scholars, particularly Jean-François Champollion, a young linguist with a passionate interest in ancient Egypt. The Rosetta Stone became a prized artifact, a symbol of the potential to unlock the secrets of a lost civilization. However, the political turmoil of the time soon intervened. With the defeat of the French forces in Egypt by the British, the Rosetta Stone, along with other antiquities collected by the French, fell into British hands under the terms of the Treaty of Alexandria, in 1801. The stone was transported to Britain, and housed in the British Museum, where it remains one of its most prized possessions. Despite the change of hands, the scholarly pursuit of decipherment continued, now involving linguists from both Britain and France, driven by the same burning desire to understand the ancient Egyptian script. The Rosetta Stone, an accidental discovery during a military campaign, had become a focal point of international scholarly effort, a tangible link to a mysterious past waiting to be unlocked. The true brilliance of the Rosetta Stone lay in its trilingual inscription. It presented the same decree, passed by a council of priests in 196 BCE, during the reign of Ptolemy V Epiphanes, written in 3 different scripts that were in use in Egypt at that time. The top script was in Egyptian hieroglyphs, the formal writing system used for religious texts and important decrees carved on stone monuments. These intricate pictorial symbols had long fascinated observers, but their phonetic and grammatical rules were completely unknown. The middle script was in Demotic, a cursive form of Egyptian script that was used for everyday writing, legal documents, and administrative purposes during the later periods of ancient Egypt. While more cursive and less visually complex than hieroglyphs, Demotic also presented a significant challenge to decipherment. Its relationship to hieroglyphs was unclear, and without a key, its phonetic values and grammatical structures remained a mystery. The bottom inscription was in ancient Greek, the language of the ruling Ptolemaic dynasty, which was of Macedonian Greek origin. Because ancient Greek was a known language, it provided the crucial anchor for deciphering the two Egyptian scripts above it. Scholars could read the Greek text, and assuming it conveyed the same meaning as the hieroglyphic and Demotic inscriptions, they had a basis for comparison. The challenge, however, was not simply a matter of direct word-for-word translation. Ancient writing systems often varied in how they represented sounds and grammatical structures. The number of symbols in each script was also different, suggesting that the relationship between them was not one of simple substitution. Yet, the fundamental principle remained: the Greek text held the potential to unlock the phonetic values and grammatical rules of the two Egyptian scripts. The presence of this trilingual inscription was a stroke of incredible luck, a linguistic Rosetta Stone that offered a unique opportunity to bridge the gap of millennia and understand the written word of ancient Egypt. The discovery of the Rosetta Stone ignited a flurry of scholarly activity, with linguists across Europe eager to be the first to unlock its secrets. Early attempts at decipherment focused primarily on the most visually striking script, the hieroglyphs. Many scholars initially believed that hieroglyphs were purely symbolic or ideographic, with each symbol representing an object or a concept, rather than a sound. One of the early prominent figures in the decipherment efforts was Johann David Åkerblad, a Swedish diplomat and linguist. He focused on the Demotic text, correctly identifying the proper names within it, such as Ptolemy. This was a significant breakthrough, as it demonstrated that at least some of the Demotic characters had phonetic values related to the sounds of these names. However, Åkerblad mistakenly believed that Demotic was entirely alphabetic, representing only consonants, which ultimately limited his progress. Around the same time, the English physicist and scholar Thomas Young also made important contributions. He approached the hieroglyphic text, recognizing the cartouches, oval rings enclosing certain hieroglyphs, as likely containing the names of royal figures, a theory first proposed by others. Young successfully identified the phonetic values of some of the hieroglyphs within the cartouche of Ptolemy by comparing them with the Greek spelling of the name. He also correctly identified some hieroglyphic signs that represented sounds and recognized the relationship between hieroglyphic and Demotic scripts. Despite these significant advancements, both Åkerblad and Young ultimately fell short of a complete decipherment. Åkerblad's misconception about the alphabetic nature of Demotic hindered his progress with that script, while Young, although recognizing the phonetic nature of some hieroglyphs, still largely believed that the script was primarily symbolic. He also did not fully grasp the extent to which hieroglyphs represented sounds, including vowels, and their grammatical function. The puzzle of the Rosetta Stone remained largely unsolved, with tantalizing clues uncovered, but the complete picture still elusive. The stage was set for the breakthrough that would finally unlock the ancient Egyptian language. The man who would ultimately crack the code of the Rosetta Stone was the French linguist Jean-François Champollion. From a young age, Champollion was captivated by ancient Egypt and dedicated himself to the study of its language and culture. He possessed a deep understanding of ancient languages, including Coptic. The last living astronomy and governance have left a lasting legacy that continues to influence the world today. The Rosetta Stone stands as a powerful symbol of the importance of preserving and understanding cultural heritage. Its journey from the sands of Egypt to the halls of the British Museum highlights the interconnectedness of human history and the ongoing efforts to piece together the fragments of the past. The dedication and intellectual curiosity of scholars like Champollion serve as an inspiration for future generations to continue exploring the mysteries of the ancient world. Ultimately, the power of the Rosetta Stone lies in its ability to bridge the gap of millennia, allowing us to connect directly with the thoughts and voices of the ancient Egyptians. It reminds us that even civilizations long gone have left behind invaluable lessons and stories that can enrich our understanding of ourselves and our place in the grand sweep of human history. The key that unlocked ancient Egypt continues to resonate, its enduring power lying in the fundamental human desire to understand and be understood across the vast expanse of time. The Rosetta Stone is not just a stone, It is a voice from the past forever speaking to the future. With the fundamental phonetic key to hieroglyphs in hand, Jean-François Champollion embarked on the monumental task of deciphering the grammar and vocabulary of ancient Egyptian. His deep knowledge of Coptic proved invaluable in this endeavor. As the last living form of the ancient Egyptian language, Coptic retained grammatical structures and vocabulary that provided crucial clues to understanding the earlier hieroglyphic and demotic forms. Champollion meticulously compared the grammatical structures and known vocabulary of Coptic with the patterns he observed in the hieroglyphic and demotic texts. He began to identify grammatical elements, such as verb conjugations, noun declensions, and the syntax of ancient Egyptian sentences. The Rosetta Stone, with its parallel texts, served as a vital resource for confirming his linguistic deductions. By comparing the Greek grammar with the corresponding Egyptian structures, he could begin to understand how ancient Egyptian sentences were constructed. The process was painstaking and required immense dedication and intellectual rigor. Champollion worked tirelessly, analyzing countless inscriptions and texts, gradually building a comprehensive understanding of the ancient Egyptian language. He published his groundbreaking work, Lettre Amin, Dacier relative à l'alphabet, de Hieroglyphs phonetiques, Letter to Mr. Dacier concerning the alphabet of phonetic hieroglyphs, in 1822, outlining his key discoveries and demonstrating the phonetic nature of hieroglyphs. Over the following years, Champollion continued his research, expanding his understanding of Egyptian grammar and vocabulary. He was able to read increasingly complex texts, unlocking historical records, religious beliefs, and the daily lives of the ancient Egyptians as never before. The Rosetta Stone, initially a single artifact, had become the foundation for an entire field of study, opening up a vast library of ancient knowledge. Champollion's work was not just a linguistic achievement, it was a cultural resurrection, allowing a long silent civilization to finally speak to the modern world in its own voice. With the ability to read the inscriptions on the Rosetta Stone, scholars could finally understand the specific decree it contained, offering valuable insights into the political and religious climate of Ptolemaic Egypt. In 196 BCE, the decree was issued by a council of priests meeting in Memphis on the first anniversary of the coronation of King Ptolemy V Epiphanes. The text details the various good deeds and honors bestowed upon the young king by the priesthood. It praises his piety, his generosity towards the temples, and his efforts to maintain peace and prosperity in Egypt. The decree highlights the close relationship between the ruling Ptolemaic dynasty, of Greek origin, and the powerful Egyptian priesthood, demonstrating the need for the foreign rulers to gain the support and legitimacy of the native religious establishment. In return for the king's beneficence, the priesthood decreed that numerous honors should be bestowed upon Ptolemy V. These included the erection of statues of the king in temples, the celebration of his birthday and coronation anniversaries as major festivals, and the inscription of this very decree in hieroglyphs, Demotic, and Greek, on durable stone stelae, to be erected in prominent temples throughout Egypt. The Rosetta Stone, therefore, is not just a linguistic key but also a historical document in its own right. It provides a snapshot of the religious and political landscape of Egypt during the Ptolemaic period, a time when Greek rulers governed a land with ancient traditions and a powerful priestly class. The decree reveals the complex interplay between these cultures and the strategies employed by the Ptolemies to legitimize their rule in the eyes of their Egyptian subjects. The stone offers tangible evidence of the cultural fusion that characterized this era of Egyptian history. The decipherment of the Rosetta Stone by Jean-François Champollion in the 1820s had a transformative impact on the study of ancient Egypt. It was not merely the translation of a single text, but the unlocking of an entire civilization. Suddenly, the vast corpus of hieroglyphic inscriptions on temple walls, tombs, and artifacts became potentially readable, opening up a wealth of historical, religious, and cultural information that had been inaccessible for millennia. Champollion's work laid the foundation for the field of Egyptology as we know it today. Scholars could now begin to understand the intricate details of Egyptian history, from the reigns of the pharaohs and the construction of the pyramids to the complexities of their religious beliefs, their funerary practices, and their daily lives. The Rosetta Stone provided the essential key to unlock this vast storehouse of knowledge, allowing historians and archaeologists to move beyond speculation and rely on the primary sources left behind by the ancient Egyptians themselves. The ability to read hieroglyphs revolutionized our understanding of Egyptian chronology, allowing for more accurate dating of events and the reconstruction of dynastic sequences. Religious texts such as the Book of the Dead could now be interpreted with greater accuracy, providing insights into Egyptian cosmology and beliefs about the afterlife. Royal inscriptions revealed the ambitions, achievements and propaganda of the pharaohs, offering a more nuanced view of their reigns. Even seemingly mundane texts like administrative records and personal letters could now be deciphered, shedding light on the social and economic structures of ancient Egyptian society. The Rosetta Stone's legacy extends far beyond the academic realm. It has captured the imagination of the public, becoming a symbol of linguistic breakthroughs and the power of human curiosity to unravel the mysteries of the past. Its presence in the British Museum continues to draw countless visitors each year, a tangible link to a remarkable intellectual achievement and a testament to the enduring fascination with ancient Egypt. The stone serves as a powerful reminder of the interconnectedness of cultures and the importance of preserving and understanding our shared human history. Even today, nearly 2 centuries after its decipherment, the Rosetta Stone remains a vital artifact and a continuing source of insight for Egyptologists and linguists. Ongoing research and advancements in technology continue to refine our understanding of the ancient Egyptian language and the nuances of the Rosetta Stone's inscriptions. Scholars continue to study the subtle differences between the 3 scripts on the stone, looking for variations in phrasing or emphasis that might reveal more about the translation process and the cultural context in which the decree was created. Advanced imaging techniques allow researchers to examine the stone's surface in unprecedented detail, revealing faint traces of original paint or markings that might offer further clues about its history and use. The Rosetta Stone also serves as a crucial reference point for the study of other ancient Egyptian texts and the decipherment of related scripts. The principles and methodologies developed through its analysis have been applied to the understanding of other hieroglyphic and demotic inscriptions, further expanding our knowledge of ancient Egypt. Furthermore, the story of the Rosetta Stone and its decipherment continues to inspire new generations of linguists and historians, highlighting the challenges and rewards of working with ancient languages and the importance of interdisciplinary collaboration in unlocking the secrets of the past. It stands as a powerful example of how a single artifact, through careful study and intellectual perseverance, can revolutionize our understanding of history and culture. The Rosetta Stone's journey from an accidental discovery to a global icon of linguistic achievement underscores its enduring significance in our quest to connect with the ancient world. The decoding of the Rosetta Stone was more than just a linguistic triumph. It was a pivotal moment in our understanding of human history. It allowed a lost civilization to speak again, revealing the richness and complexity of its culture, its beliefs, and its contributions to the world. The ability to read the hieroglyphs opened up a vast library of ancient knowledge, transforming our perception of ancient Egypt from a land of mysterious monuments to a vibrant and articulate society. The stories unearthed thanks to the Rosetta Stone, the reigns of powerful pharaohs, the intricate details of religious rituals, the beauty of their literature, the organization of their society, have had a profound impact on our understanding of the development of human civilization. Ancient Egypt's innovations in areas such as mathematics, medicine, architecture, astronomy, and governance have left a lasting legacy that continues to influence the world today. The Rosetta Stone stands as a powerful symbol of the importance of preserving and understanding cultural heritage. Its journey from the sands of Egypt to the halls of the British Museum highlights the interconnectedness of human history and the ongoing efforts to piece together the fragments of the past. The dedication and intellectual curiosity of scholars like Champollion serve as an inspiration for future generations to continue exploring the mysteries of the ancient world. Ultimately, the power of the Rosetta Stone lies in its ability to bridge the gap of millennia, allowing us to connect directly with the thoughts and voices of the ancient Egyptians. It reminds us that even civilizations long gone have left behind invaluable lessons and stories that can enrich our understanding of ourselves and our place in the grand sweep of human history. The key that unlocked ancient Egypt continues to resonate, its enduring power lying in the fundamental human desire to understand and be understood across the vast expanse of time. The Rosetta Stone is not just a stone, it is a voice from the past forever speaking to the future.